And we're live. Actually, why did I focus on that? I'm done with that stuff. I don't mess with that anymore either. Whoa, 2 people are watching. Are you watching? Yeah, 2 people watching. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, it's Mr. Wilburn. How's it going? I'm just doing some work. Oklahoma. Oh, were you gonna go live, Jay? If you're gonna go live, I'll step out. That's no big deal. I was bored. I was out here welding and doing some crap and fixing my little modification here. I'm kind of proud of. It's strong. Tilt this up a little. Where's that other chair at? Well, why don't you jump in here? Wow, that looks dark. Turn this light up on me. Now I look like Vincent Price. Never mind. Whatever, it can be a little dark.
See John Mulberry's comment?
What was that? No.
I put up show. That lip is the only obstacle getting 30-inch tires on a Duster.
Yeah, well, 31-inch tires. I moved it in. I mean, it was on the other side. It's going to be a little harder to work, but it was rusty in there. But all I did was I cut a wedge out and then moved the lip in. Well, okay, moved the lip in and then welded that back together. Maybe that much, maybe an inch I gave myself. Call John, come on in. Actually, honey, can you go on the Dust Devil page? Oh, actually, how can people come in if I don't put up a link? I didn't do that. That was my fault. But I need to get a hold of Heavens Mopars. I'd like to have him come in here and maybe help get him some subs because he's a really good guy. And he's working on a Duster that's a little bit farther along than mine. Scott with an S, as he says. All right, the link's up in there. Anybody wants to come in, jump on in.
Oh, we got a message from Scott's Beach Shop.
What's that say?
Shipping tracking number.
Oh, for my other part. Yeah, for my other special part.
Yes. He sent us the tracking number.
Okay. We'll look that up here in a little bit. That should be getting here anytime. I ordered a bunch of parts yesterday. So I don't know. I'm going to have to find some way to get not dangerous heat in this garage because the weather's not breaking anytime soon. Yeah, Heavens Mopars, he's a good guy. I mean, I talked to him on the phone. I don't know what to do about getting called out by a guy that nice. So I can't, because, part of getting called out is the trash talking and It's like you don't want to trash talk him, but I probably will anyway. But yeah, if I could actually get him in here, I would accept his call out and make an announcement. I'll probably make the announcement anyway. Who else we got? Anthony D. Bad Tree Productions. Blake, you can jump on in here if you want. You're always welcome. Desert Mopars. Oh, I don't know if I've checked that channel out yet. I know he's another one. Desert Mopars is one that's, I think he's trying to get to 500. I may have her look these up. And anybody that's needing to get to 500, if you want to jump in and talk about your channel, you can. But I'm going to have her start putting up links as soon as she's done texting Scott with an S.
You want me text or message or messenger?
Text him.
Okay.
Just tell him we're live, and if he's got time, we'd like for him to jump in.
Scott with an S.
Yep. Ooh, 11 people. Wow, this was a last minute decision too. I was just sitting here working. I was like, oh hell, I haven't done much lately. Might as well go live. And then I got 10, 11 people can jump in. Who else we got? Oh, there's John Wilburn. The man, the myth, the legend.
What's happening, Brian?
Click on the next box over. Yeah, that one. All right, yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's weird when they that.
Yeah, it just makes everybody here. Oh,
yeah,
how's it going, John?
Comments up either.
We went to the post office today, and we have a little message in there saying we need to go contact the clerk. What did you ship us?
It's a box. It's a box. I guess you got a regular size. Okay.
The box is too big for our P.O. box.
Yes, I guess.
Big
Yes.
box. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good size box.
Oh, I'm worried now, but
now let me tell you, don't be, because we are having so much fun with this No Name Nationals thing. It's just been a blast. So
it is. I mean, it's really. I think I am really glad you did this, man. When did we find out about it?
What's that?
When you were just thinking about it, when was that? That was back in July.
Spring.
Yeah. Okay. So May or June.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it was early spring, like right when the weather broke, probably. And I've been mulling it around, and I probably pitched it to Dallas about August.
Okay.
And then when I got enough big details worked out that I knew it was a go, I told, I think, 8 people, and you were one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just like, this is happening, giving you a heads up. I told you details later.
So did you think it would be as big as it is?
I thought it could be, but that's the reason why I called Dallas, because I saw the reaction I had amongst the small group, and I said, if this scales up, we got to be ready for it. That's why I called Dallas.
Man, it's just everybody's doing stuff. I mean,
if this was like 8 or 10 people hanging out and renting a track, I could have done that.
It's still awesome. If it was 8 or 10 of us just hanging out,
yeah, that'd still be great. I'd be happy.
Yeah, but this is going to be a thing. This is turning into a legitimate thing now.
Oh yeah, we got some big stuff in the works too. Just wait.
You keep saying you got some big channels.
We did. So here's the thing.
I'm watching all on my follow. I'm waiting every time, waiting for them to mention.
So here's the thing. There are some things that are just counterproductive to put out halfway, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, for example, we have some big channels that are coming. Thing is, though, who am I to spoil their call out?
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you ask what they're bringing, they might not even own what they're bringing yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a big channel that has built a reputation of delivering content, that that channel is going to deliver, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because even if they don't,
Yeah, right.
If they say, "Hey, I'm going," and then all of a sudden don't, then that makes them look bad.
Right, they're going to deliver. I don't have to worry about it. So there's reasons why I can't say. Another thing people don't understand. People say, "Well, how many are registered?" Well, how many what are registered?
Yeah.
If I say the number of channels, well, that doesn't include the number of cars. It doesn't include the number of people. And also, it doesn't include all the people who've made announcement videos and just haven't registered yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that number can be interpreted 5 different ways, and it's not helpful because then you got people that are trying to spin the number and don't know what's what.
I think when people ask you that, I know there's going to be a lot of people there. I'm surprised with the amount of talk over this. I'm surprised that it's not sold out yet. And I think that's what people are more concerned with.
We've got a bunch of people. We got a great show right now, but there's certain things and numbers that are counterproductive to tell people right now.
Yeah.
And as we go, it'll make sense. And then I can say, yes, I've known this channel's been coming for 5 months, but here's why I couldn't tell you then. So that's the thing. And that's part of it. Sometimes it's counterproductive to tell people stuff that isn't productive to have them spinning in different ways and early and everything else. So I'm trying to avoid
and that's what a lot of people think. Like the bigger channels, they think that what they see them guys doing is what they're doing right now. Well, they could have done that a week ago. They could have done that a month ago and just had, because they put out, when your channel gets big, like real big like that, you have to put out content on a regular schedule.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's really good for a smaller channel to do that too. But
okay. Here's an example. Mopar Man 78 puts in the comments, talk to the Gas Tap. City's going to try to make it to No Name Nationals. I reached out to Gas Tap months ago. Here's the thing. Gas Tap wants to make an announcement video. I want him to do that in his time with his call out and who he wants to and everything else, right?
Well, yeah.
So I got a whole list of people that have either made videos or so both ways. There are people who've made announcements and not registered. There are also people who have registered, but they're waiting to announce.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't tell people, oh yeah, this channel's registered, because then what they're going to do is they're going to bug that person or think I'm making it up. When in reality, maybe that person's waiting until April to do the announcement, or they're waiting on another channel that they know to see that.
They want to call out. Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts here. So the things that we're focusing on are the things that are productive to be telling people. Like there's 221 days. Like there's 26. We don't have number changed. There's probably 28 or 9 channels that are registered that need 500 subs. There's a lot of things that are productive to be telling people, but then there's other things that would get spun or misinterpreted. And so we'll get to those as they get to the right spot.
Well, and that's the thing too. Say these 2 big channels, they could be talking back and forth about a call out, and all that's going to do when that hits is going to make more people want to show up just to come watch.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing too. I've known for a long time that I was going to shout out the channels that are registered, need 500 subs, and have made an announcement. If they've done all 3 of those, I were going to shout them out.
Yeah.
So as of Friday, there were 25 channels that met all 3 of those. Okay. Yours is one of them. Okay. You're registered. You need 500 subs and you've made an announcement. So you're in that list of 25. Well, some of these guys lack one of those things. Either they haven't registered, they haven't announced, or they are over 500 subs. And that's cool. I mean, they're still friends, certainly, like Tall John, for example. Yeah. He's not on that list. He's on another list because he's got over 500 subs. And you will be on a different list soon because you're like, what, 385?
Yeah, I'm not that far away.
Exactly. Jay will probably break it by the next live.
Jay, I can't. I'm watching his numbers constantly. I'm like, oh my God, where are these 12 people? They need to watch Jay's channel.
Jay's rocking.
I think a lot of it is just because there's some really good channels out there. I mean, I think there's better channels out there than me, and they have a lot less subscribers. And there's some good people who have started channels because of this race. I see them, if they keep it up, they can be big channels. You know, like I hate to be hard on, but Heaven's Mopars.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
He's a good guy. He's somebody you can just sit and watch and listen to, and he seems to know his stuff. You know,
that guy is so cool, and I would never have even known about him if not for this.
Mm-mm.
And he's so cool. Like, how can this guy be hidden away and in the YouTube car community not know about him? But I'm telling you, I would not have known about him if not for this.
Yeah.
Him, Outfits Garage, Bear Rose, Big Mike's Hoopty Barn, a lot of guys like that.
Oh yeah, well Bear Rose, he's cool as hell. He's you know, and he's putting out content like crazy. That and Outfits Garage, I like that guy too.
I wish Outfits would shorten his videos down a little because it's harder for people who aren't familiar with your channel to dedicate 20 minutes to a video.
Yeah.
So I think he should doing long videos fine, but you could get 3 videos out of a 30-minute video and get more bang for your buck and get more subs, and I think it would help him to do that.
Like I said, I've ordered up some big parts, like major stuff, and I'm not going to make an hour-long or 2-hour-long video of me doing that. I'll make one big video, but I'm going to cut it up into like 3.
I think that's the way to go. And it's not my live, but I still like to greet people if I can.
Oh, go ahead.
Rob Z and Mopar Man 78 and Robert and Bad Tree Blake and Travis with his crazy fast trucks and Don English. Don English, I gave Don some homework. We'll see what happens with it. We might see something good out of Don English in a week or two. And Stephen,
who do you see in the chat right now that is on the what do you call it, the Cinderella list?
Oh yeah, several of them.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Open up a new tab.
Yeah.
And just go to YouTube, and whenever he says somebody's name, we're gonna put a link up to their.
Cool.
We're going to put a link up to their channel in the chat, so it makes it real easy. All people got to do is just click on the link.
I see a bunch. I'll just scroll up and hit them. Obviously, Rabid Transit Garage. Jay needs he needs like 16 subs. He'll probably be the first one we congratulate for making it. Probably. Mopar Man 1978. He was sitting at 385 on Friday. Dust Devil Garage was at 389-ish, something like that, right neck and neck.
I'm like 381, 382.
Yeah, you're close. You're really close.
MM78 passed me up.
Yeah.
I think he's always had a couple more than me, though. I think he's been doing this longer than me.
Now, see, some of them, they register under their regular channel. Like, for instance, I don't know how many subs Jabo has, but they're registered under Bad Tree Productions. Because Blake and Jabo and Jeremy are all regular characters. So I don't really care how many subscribers Jabo and Jeremy's personal channels they used to call me and have, because they're the Bad Tree crew, right? But there's a few channels in that boat, and that's totally cool.
Actually, the best way to do this, guys, if you've got a channel and you're going and you want a link put up, just like, I don't know, put something in the chat, and so she can read it, and she'll go to your thing. And Rob,
Rob Z,
start a channel.
Rob Z might be declaring. I hope so.
You know what? I'll tell you something right now, John. I talk to Rob a lot. I'll tell you something. Me and Jed and Rob, Jed, Rob, Tall John, we got our own little hangout. If Rob Z was to start a channel and do what what we think he should do on his channel, you would not stop watching it.
Oh yeah.
You would be begging for his videos because he has got the neatest story, and I'm not going to give any of it away.
He's cool. He's
got the neatest story.
He's a good presenter, got cool stuff. That guy would take off. Street Fox 347. He needs his subs. Stephen Holtz, he's got 88. Rob Z, if you're getting in the mix, you need to make it to 2022 so we can have a 2025. But anyway, of the people in the chat, that's who I see. So.
Yeah, Street Fox
Yeah.
347.
Hey, Street
great
Fox, you
stuff.
live like a few miles from me, and the weather's going to be warm all week. If you want to get together and do something like a video, we can do it. Just holler whenever.
Look at Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, you need to start a channel, dude. You need to-
MM78, 393. Dude, that's close.
What up, Blake?
93.
I've been watching Daytona 500. Snooze fest.
Oh, get Mopar Man up there. He's at 393. He only needs 7 subs.
Yeah.
Hey, Mopar Nut, no
107.
birds, no small animals yet. I'm good shape.
MM78 needs 107.
Oh, 107. Oh, okay. Still 107.
107.
393. Still, he's really close.
You know what's funny? I had 1999 last night, and I went and wasted Talent Fabrications live, and they started talking about how a bunch of people in the chat were talking about how close they were to subscriber milestones. So I said, well, I'm only one away from 2,000, and like 6-7 people tried to be my 2,000 subs. So I got 2,007 right now.
Congratulations, John Wilburn.
Worked out.
Yeah, that's cool, John.
It worked out.
That's pretty neat.
So how's Duster coming along, Ryan?
I thought it was sub to him. Well, there's Street Fox. You just got one more. I didn't realize I wasn't sub to you. There's
Hey.
so many.
Hey, since Tall John probably missed it, Blake missed it, and half the chat that wasn't here yet, Dust Devil Garage got a package that wouldn't fit in his P.O. box. So he has to go claim it, I guess, top of the week. So anyway, I'm sure he'll report back and probably open that on a live later.
Either that or I'll do a video. I need to put out some more content. I've decided every time I'm out here at the shop, I'm going to do something.
Cool, man.
Because I have to get the more out. But like I said, I've ordered so much. I've got so much stuff coming this week that
Well, know
I'm going to
that
have a lot of work.
we are trying to have all kinds of fun and encourage all of the No Name 500 guys to finish that race before the race, because it's going to mean so much more when you get there and you had to earn your way in. I just think it's so cool.
Well, it's nothing against the guys who already have it.
Oh no,
They
nothing
had-
at all.
They had to earn their they had to
did.
earn their stuff the hard way. They didn't have a no name national to get them
Well,
up.
you know,
Yeah,
that's
why didn't you start that sooner, John? I'd have got
Yeah.
there a lot quicker.
Here-
Come on
here-
now.
let me tell you, if this had come up say 5 years ago, and this same event had come up, and I was going to be a participant, and I needed 500 subs, man, I would run like a shopping cart full of cans. Couldn't stop me from running through that to get 500 subs. I would have done it.
Yeah.
So this is the event I wish that I had come up for me. So it's cool. It's fun. Anybody who really wants to do it will do it.
Now Don English has a doppelganger, doesn't he?
Don English, there's another Don English if you search, who has 30 subs and 3 videos. And the shade of blue on his thumbnail is a little bit different. It's like a little more teal than our Don English.
That's the only one that's coming up is the one with 31 subs and 3 views.
Yeah, but see, our Don English, he's got an ace in the hole, so watch out.
I'm not finding his channel though. The only one that's coming up is
All you got to do to get his channel is go in your chat, and you can left click on the little 3 dots in the corner, and it'll let you go to his channel through your chat or on any comment he leaves. Only
No.
mods can do it.
go into bring this up. You can't do it through StreamYard.
You can do it on YouTube, yeah.
On YouTube, yeah. So bring this up on YouTube. Make sure you mute it real quick. Well, not like that because then I can't hear them talk. Just when it comes up, just hit mute real fast.
All right.
We may be a little bit annoying for a minute. Yeah, right there. There we are.
So what's
I'm
new
pretty
with the
proud of
Dustin,
the
Brian?
welding job I did down here. I
Brian,
never thought I would do stuff like that.
Brian,
William.
What?
how's
Hey.
the dust coming along?
Hey, can y'all hear me? I'm hearing everybody's mics really weird.
I hear you fine.
I
So,
hear
Brian-
you, but I don't see you moving. But she's
I'm-
clicking through channels, so I can't really see.
I may
Brian.
need to try to. I may need to leave and come back because I'm hearing everybody's mics really weird.
Yeah, I'm hearing everybody fine.
Yeah, you're hearing
I've been welding all day.
feedback.
Hey, Brian.
Huh?
Blake asked you something. Go ahead, Blake.
Progress.
I want to know too. I want to know too.
Well, you asked how the dust was going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been welding all day. It's coming along. I should have a bunch of parts coming in like next week. So next weekend's going to be a big one. I'll be doing a lot of filming.
Awesome.
That's better.
I'm actually thinking about doing filming, but having a live going at the same time. So like, I get like 20 people or something. They can see like behind the scenes of getting me doing the videos and stuff.
Well, we got 22.
So did everybody, nobody got hung?
Oh, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
John.
I was going to say, nobody got hung last night hanging on the winch there, Blake?
No, just Jeremy.
I freaking
Oh,
cracked me. That freaking
He
cracked me.
on his head.
I was in there last night for a minute, but my internet connection must have been sketchy because I commented a couple times telling him happy birthday.
I was holding my phone down low and I took a screenshot of Jeremy's face and then hit go live, unbeknownst to anybody. And yeah, he was feeling pretty good with a couple fireball shots before that even happened. So,
His eyes were bulging on occasion, that's for sure.
oh
It was
yeah,
it was hilarious. At first, he wouldn't sit on that thing because he's afraid that pulley would catch him up. Next thing you know, he's on it anyway. I just started laughing. It was hilarious.
40-year-old kid.
Have you guys lifted an engine with that yet? Have you
Say what,
tested it
Brian?
out besides lifting him up?
That or a 3/4 or a 3-ton jack are the only thing we test. The 402 stroker will be its first test,
Ooh.
which that thing's starting to look pretty cool right now.
Did he get his heads yet, or is that a future announcement?
I'll show you.
Oh, check out he's wearing the
I
apparel.
switched over to the gang colors.
Gang.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty. I saw that last night, sitting in there looking good.
Those Pro Max heads, they look really nice. I mean, had to clean them, of course. There's still some debris left in them.
But Pro Max is that's not the cheap Chinese heads, is it?
Um,
No, those are a little bit more expensive.
they're more expensive. They're
Yeah.
5-axis CNC ported.
Yeah. They're not they're not like what's the other ones?
Speedmaster or Speed.
Yeah.
Or,
Speedmaster, and they got different names, and I think people see that Pro Max name and think that those are the
right.
made by the same people, and they're not. The Pro Max.
Looked up on YouTube for videos about small block Mopars for them, and there just isn't anything out there. So hopefully, we'll do something that gets a little clickage going.
I think that other Speedmaster and that crap made people kind of shy at trying new stuff because they don't know where it's from. But from what I've heard about that Pro Max, they're legit.
Well, and when Jeremy went to order them, it was the same case as the TTI headers. We don't have the cheap ones on the shelf, but we got the top of the line ones on.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Oh yeah.
they're CNC ported and all this. He's like, well, okay, I need to have them. He sold the heads off the motor already, so he had to commit to it. So
I guess I'll put the good shit on there.
and their jewelry, I mean, they are beautiful.
And Stephen Hott says, why is it easier to buy a stroker kit than disc brakes? It's simple. This is an easy question. People don't care about stopping. They care about going fast.
And stroker crank is something you need. Disc brakes is something you don't.
There's no reason to stop if you're not moving anywhere.
Right. You know, so
Well, a lot of that is that like the disc brake setup, the disc brake setups and all that shit gets advertised on TV. They put disc brakes on everything. Everybody thinks they need disc brakes on any car that, you know.
I get a kick out of
I'm
listening.
going to have disc brakes on this, but they're factory disc brakes.
I get a kick out of listening to younger people who seem to think that, oh, a car can't be stopped with drums. A car with a carburetor just can't work right. They just don't seem to understand that this is how the world worked for how many decades? Like everything from daily drivers to race cars and everything else. Like that's all we had.
Well,
That's
it's
what
like
worked.
people saying with the fuel injection.
can stop.
Oh,
on-
the car starts right up with fuel injection.
if you're
Starts
driving,
right up in the wintertime with fuel injection. So you're back in the day when the snow fell, nobody went anywhere. You know?
I'm telling you, that whole thing about cars starting up with fuel injection and carburetors not. Every car I have with a carburetor, if it's choked, you choke it, boom, it lights off before
Yeah.
it rolls over twice.
Yeah.
My Roadrunner, I tap the gas pedal one time, boom, it lights off before
Yeah.
it rolls over twice. So it just needs tuned right. And since, we're the tuners and not a computer, we need to figure it out. Thing is dyno test after dyno test shows that carburetor makes more horsepower than fuel injection any day. It's not massive. And the higher the RPM gets, the less of a difference there is. But, hey, learn how to do your stuff and go beat everybody.
6 horsepower, 6 horsepower.
It's been 6 years and the pro stockers still haven't gotten their power back.
Yeah.
I
You're
drove
gonna
a
say something,
79.
Maybe it's the newer maybe the newer generation has weak ankles or something. They pushing down on the gas is too much effort because they got cruise control and they don't want to pump the car. They don't want to pump the thing twice.
Well,
Maybe they've got weak ankles.
if I'm driving Jeremy's Dart, which drives fine, it's an A-body with manual drums, it sucks. It doesn't stop worth the shit. Versus if I'm driving my 300 SRT8 that stops on a dime, what else is out in the world right now that's driving around you? A bunch of people drum brakes or a bunch of people disc brakes. So if somebody jabs on the brakes in front of you when you're driving your drum brake car,
Yeah.
on the back of them because they're stopping right away.
Man, I'm telling you, I got to worry about it on the Roadrunner. If I'm doing 100 miles an hour and I put a panic to it, I'm locking them up and sliding into a ditch. That thing stops on a dime, man.
It'll do it. Yeah. It won't do it 6 times in a row, but it'll do it.
Well, and that's it. I'm not racing down a hill. I'm racing the straightaway and then I'm tapping the brakes to bring me to a stop. It's like you said, I do it 6 times. In fact, that's the whole thing. If you're road course racing, you probably ought to do discs. If you're racing down hills, you probably ought to do disc. On the other hand, if you duct air to your drum, you probably get 12 stops instead of 6.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that Roadrunner, I don't know what everybody's complaining about as far as drums, because the Barracuda, if I lay on the brakes, I'm going to cross it up and put it into the ditch. I mean, it stops easy on drum brakes, no power, no assist.
My first car was a 71 Satellite with manual drum brakes, and I drove that thing. That was what I took my driver's test in.
Yeah.
I never had a problem unless I just was a dumb kid and didn't change my brakes when they wore out.
And one of the things that happens now is all the cars that came factory without assist had a different size master cylinder than one with assist. And you go down and you go get the same master cylinder bolts on. You just have to make sure that the stem is pushed into the middle of the master. So everybody goes down to the auto parts store and they order up what they want and they end up with the larger bore master cylinder that would be with power assist. All of a sudden you got to put leg into it to slow it down. So really what needs to happen is because there's so much confusion anymore, you really need to take your master cylinder apart, measure the bore, and make sure the new one you get has the same size bore, and your no assist drum brakes will stop just fine.
I went with actually I kept the discs on the Dart Sport, and I went with the smallest bore master cylinder I could get.
Yeah.
And I only got the residual pressure valves for the rear, so that it's a true disc drum master cylinder with a small bore. And a lot of people don't get the combination of features right, and the car doesn't stop like it should.
Yeah.
Like you can't just take the brake booster off, stick the same master on it, and expect it to stop right just with less assist, because you still got, like you said, you got that big bore, and you got to stand on it to stop.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
Well, and there are advantages, like even not even the whole heat thing. You drive through a great big puddle with drum brakes and the water gets in there. Yeah, it's going to get a little sketchy, but you just got to learn how to do that. You got to know that's going to happen.
That's a point somebody made a little while back when I put the Roadrunner video out about that stuff. And, I can't disagree with that. You run it through a puddle, man, it's like you're on ice for a second. So
but it's only a second.
Yeah, it's really, but if you're in a panic
situation, don't follow on somebody's bumper,
my stock car that I raced for almost 10 years, I did not have power brakes on that thing. So just a drum brake has more surface area than a disc brake has.
Mm-hmm.
And its only disadvantage is you can't get the air in to cool it. And, there's a big spring that runs around your drum. And a lot of people don't understand that spring. That spring does sound deadening, but it also allows air to get in and pull heat from the drum. So if you pop that spring off, you hurt yourself. It's just stuff you just got to know, and you got to put your time and effort in.
I can honestly say I drove a drum brake car for 20 years and never rear-ended a single person.
I've never, me neither.
So,
hey, Brian, Heavens Mopars is in the chat.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
You want to run up and get the link,
if you have a webcam, she's going to throw up a link. There's going to be a link in chat. You're going to want to mute YouTube and follow that link. And if you got a webcam, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And that's all you got to do to get in here with us.
Yep.
Hey,
I drove around my Charger for a good while with having the heavy duty front drum brakes on it, and with the 383 I had the cam that was in there, I had plenty of vacuum and I didn't really have any issue stopping. Well, now when my dad was driving it, he said drum brakes at 120 don't really slow you down, but he did have to park the car and do some work on the brakes, so he could have had some problems with the brakes.
Well, you also brought up another good point. Everybody puts the extra reservoir of vacuum. I guess if you're in the city and you're doing stoplight to stoplight cruising, that might help. But when that check valve that's on your booster, when your engine's coasting, you let off the gas, it goes full vacuum, 18, 20 inches of vacuum, and it stores it inside that canister. And your brakes are good for 2-3 shots with that. And so if your engine's idling at 5 inches, maybe you don't get a ton of assist. But when is it at 5 inches? When you're at a dead idle. As soon as you hit the gas and get rolling and let the throttle off, it jumps it up to 15 to 18 and pulls the drum or the canister full of vacuum, and it's trapped because the check valve that's there. And things just got to be right. I've never had an issue with power assist brakes with the big cam either. I don't get that whole thing. Apparently people like to play with their brake pedal a lot. I don't know. I mean,
it's like anything else. So if people want to put disc brakes on their car, okay, go ahead. It's your money. It's your car. Do what you want. You want to put fuel injector on there. It's your car. It's your money. Do what you want. But, it never has to be you mute, just mute the, down there where you can control the volume, just hit mute. Or
That's
turn
Really,
it
if you're on your phone, all you got to do is just pause the stream and
Yeah, you can do that too.
just
You
come
can
into the
you can-
StreamYard.
you can totally leave the stream. Now, I have never gone on here on a phone. I can't help with that. I've never been able to get on a phone, but there's other guys on here that have. I know Jay
One thing
used
that
to-
one thing on my 1970 pickup that I'm having to work around and haven't really messed with it too much is the it's a factory power brake truck, and the booster is leaking, and I have it disconnected, so I'm having to push the pedal a little bit harder, and I'm noticing after I drive a little bit, I'm having to put a little bit extra pressure, or the brakes are making noise. I really need to get that booster working. Only problem is, the last time I looked at a return rebuild service was the only option for that truck, and it was naming something about pedal codes, and I have no idea what it is on that truck.
See, now I've always had problems if something had power brakes and the brake booster wasn't working. You had to really get on it. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's just me. It just felt that way.
Yeah,
Well,
it's definitely like that on this truck.
Brian, you brought up a good point too. The fact of the matter is if you want to put disc brakes on your car, have at it. I'm not saying don't, but if you're going to tell me that you're going to put disc brakes on because your drums don't have stopping power, that's when I'm going to say, wait a minute. Are you doing it because you want to be cool with disc brakes and have longevity with stopping power because you're going to go road rage, you're going to go have fun? Or are you doing it just because your drum brakes don't work? If
Yeah.
it's just because your drum brakes don't work, then you need to find out what's wrong. But if
Yeah.
you just want to put disc brakes on, have at it and have fun. Do it. You should do it. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Improving your car is a cool thing. So
I will say this, unless you're doing some kind of autocross or anything like that, just putting the disc on the front is all you need. You don't have to put four corner disc brakes on it just to make you happy.
Yeah.
If you just want disc brakes on it to have a little bit better stopping power on the street, just having it on the front is all you need, because
Yeah.
the back is just a trailer anyway.
There's Scott. How's it going, Scott?
Hey guys,
is he here? Killer.
can you hear? Is everything working all right?
Oh yeah, it's working great. We're not getting any feedback. Nothing. It's working fine.
Loud and clear.
cool.
Well, now that you are here, I am going to officially accept your call out,
Nice.
and I want to know how you would feel because you had you said you had, we talked about this on the phone, but I'm just saying this for everybody else. You said you have a truck 440 that you could put in that car, right?
Correct.
Okay. If you're willing to do that, I'll find a low compression truck or motorhome 440. Has to stay stock bottom end. That would be the only rule I would say. Stock bottom end. Truck 440. Let's see who can build the fastest car.
There you go. That sounds fair.
Okay.
That's all mine is. I was thinking about just throwing an oil pan on it, check the rods and mains, and go from there. Just something to make it run.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey Brian, I got one for you. It runs. All you gotta do is drop it in and go.
Yeah, but yours is expensive.
Hey, here's a guy that needs to get his subscribers up. Aaron Henry Peckerwood. Aaron, where you been, buddy? You need to come up this direction.
Scott, you probably don't know. I think everybody else in here knows. Aaron Henry from Peckerwood Customs. He's in Australia. He's actually flying all the way out here
Nice.
to come spectate at this race.
Bring it
That's
on.
awesome.
So sweet.
That's cool.
Kudos,
can't wait.
brother.
Can't wait to meet you, Aaron. It's freaking awesome.
Blake, he's
Yeah, hats
flying
off to
in
you,
up
man.
by you, isn't he?
Yeah, he said, well, we were talking because he wants to come up to our area after the race.
Yeah.
And I said, fly in the St. Louis area. That way you can go right to Sykeston with a rental car and then stay with, somebody will have a camper with an open spot, or you can get a motel or whatever. But yeah, it's,
Well, if he flies into St. Louis, he can cannonball down with us.
there you go.
Because where I'm at right now, St. Louis is just right over there.
He's in here right now.
Yeah.
Aaron, looking forward to seeing you, you big son of a bitch.
Hey, is there any way you can pack that Barracuda in your baggage? I want it.
I've been telling the people who live 4 hours away and say Sykeston is too far. I say, well, we'll get Aaron to pick you up on the way in.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'll
throw a
trade you
rope and
places.
grab it.
Hello, Heavens Mopars.
Hey, John.
Yeah, he
Nice
hasn't
to
made
be able to
everywhere.
talk to you guys finally. Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta kind of make this somewhat short, but
Oh, that's all right.
actually at a going away party for a friend,
Oh, okay.
and she's like, "Seriously now?" And I'm like, "Well, just a couple minutes at least." So I'm out in the car, So, but I thought,
I'll leave, and then you can say you're at another going away party.
It's all good. I'm sure I'd talk for a good 20, 30 minutes, something like that. At least.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know anything about Heavens Mopars, ask now and go check him out. I mean, it's actually a really good channel. It's something I would watch.
Just get over there. And by the way, when you subscribe to these channels, would you watch their stuff, thumbs up and comment? Because that's going to make YouTube blast it out there and have other people see it.
Yeah. I've been doing that with everybody, at least giving them a thumbs up and saying, I'm in this also, trying on the road to 500. And that way they know that I'm trying to get my way up there also. And it just, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, that way we all know. Because some people, I'm like, are they even on going to the No Name Nationals? Are they just an outsider, commenting on the post? So
Is this what
like,
you're using?
I don't know if you are or not, but so.
Is that what you're going to be running against Brian?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that great Duster. Yeah.
You're slightly further ahead than Brian right now.
Yeah.
Now, I had my choice. I'd go get all of John Wilburn's subscribers and divvy them up amongst our favorites because he doesn't need any subscribers to
He
make
would cannibalize my account.
Yeah, he doesn't need any to get there. He's got enough if he has just one.
Yeah, and that's something I've been doing too. Is the people who have more than 500 that I know that are going, I like their channel anyway, just to help them get up to 1,000. To help them get monetized at least.
Sure. Everybody wants subs. Everybody wants subs.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's only fair.
I had a troll actually complain, and he complained because I want to say it was an Uncle Tony's Garage Live. Tony said, yeah, these channels that need the subs, go check them out and subscribe and everything. And the troll got mad because he thought, I thought this was about the best channels, and he just didn't like the idea of people getting subs that way. And I said, you can't get 500 subs from a shout out. You have to put some work in. I said, I know you're not going to put the work in, so why do you care?
Well, I mean,
that's what I told the troll. Then he went away.
That's the thing too. Nobody's gonna stay sub to you for this race or anything if you're putting out junk.
Right.
If you don't put out a video at all. I'll unsub from somebody who just does it. If they don't put out a video at all, well, they're not even trying. So why bother?
500 is a good number. 500 is a number. To get to 500, a person's got to be a bona fide content creator. There aren't enough troll accounts. You can't buy that many or whatever. 500 takes some work, but it's easily attainable by anybody who wants to put the work in. So I think it works.
Well, after this is over, there may be a few channels that I might go through as they show up on my feed, but I haven't so far. Everybody I've subscribed to, I've enjoyed watching them.
Yeah, they're
And,
putting work in.
there's a ton of stuff popping up all the time on my phone saying, "Hey, a new video." And when I get a minute, I sit down and watch it, and almost all of them have been good. I've actually learned a few things.
That's
you know?
because the people that are willing to do this and take the challenge and build something and do it in 221 days, they're the kind of people you want to watch.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. Like, there's a lot of great channels I would never have heard of had it not been for this.
Yeah, me too.
Great.
Me too. Hey, I found another channel. One of the guys that's trying to get in there, Hardhead.
Yeah.
He's got his kid in there. He's got his that's sort of like my channel. And so I've been enjoying watching him see how he works with his kid. It's been fun. It's been great meeting all these different people.
Travis there is a superstar. I mean, that guy would make it with or without any help. He's got a cool channel.
Yeah.
What do you think of that 69 Dodge Dart of Duddy's that he unveiled last night?
Oh, I like that.
I saw the thumbnail. I hadn't gotten to watch it yet, but
That thing is sweet. It's the right amount of ratty junk car that does it for me.
And
It
it
looks great.
still needs the right amount of work that he may not make it.
Yeah, exactly.
well, Dodge Whisperer needs 60 some subs. I would say
He's painting his car now.
I don't know why. I really don't know why.
I'm like, they matched each other so well. The Nacho and the not Nacho.
Serious.
I mean, they complement each other. Now there's going to be a
I do not get painted at all.
But hey, it's his car. He can do what he wants.
I'm only painting mine because I hate red.
I don't want to paint the Nacho because it has like 20 years of moss on the roof, and we'd lose the Morgan Freeman mod top that way if we ever washed it. It took a long time to get that mod top.
Yeah. I like patina. I want a nice paint job on the Dart Sport because, a 70s, 80s race car, patina was not a thing then at all. So it needs to be painted to be like it was. But, man, unless something has a real reason to need to be painted, I'm fine with ratty.
Yeah, me too.
Same here.
All my cars can run around ratty until I'm ready to paint them, and then they're going to be painted.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad about one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I see somebody who looks at a car and they just turn up like what's happening to Ruben at that car show, they just they can't bear to look. It's just it just needs to be painted, and I feel so bad. When I see those people, I'm like, man, I feel so bad that they're not enlightened enough to appreciate the car like it is.
Yeah,
they're just less involved.
Exactly.
Feeling that way.
Dude, the smallest percentage that are going to open their damn mouths because Ruben walked away with the damn trophy. When we took Nacho to a car show, we got second place. The loudmouth guy was bitching about how could that car win a trophy when it looks like shit.
Yeah.
It looks cool, man. It looks like shit to you, but I think it looks like 50 years of Mother Nature making that thing look that way.
Hey, some people like girls with big butts, and some guys like girls with big boobs, and some can't stand either one, and some guys like guys. Everybody has their own. And I like cars, and I like ratty ones,
Right. Some guys like women, some guys drive Fords.
Yeah. Sometimes at these car shows, the ones that even aren't finished up sometimes get more attention than some of the ones that are.
They are. That's what I'm seeing.
To me, it's just nice seeing any cool classic, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Pontiac. It don't matter. Just seeing them go down the road, no matter what shape they're in. People just love them and appreciate them.
I'm just dying to see an orange Chevelle.
Think about this for a minute. A car that's truly finished, right, has nowhere to go but down.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you guard it every minute to keep it from being lesser than the last time you saw it? That's miserable.
Yeah.
I've actually got a video on my channel that I did a few years ago. It's why owning a rusty classic car is awesome.
Yeah, cool.
It was just a spur of the moment idea, and I did it, and the video turned out awesome. I'll actually put it in the comments if anybody wants to check it out.
Yeah,
Well,
cool.
if you put a real super shiny paint job and you know, that's my thing. It's also my thing with the whole numbers matching guys, because they're like, okay, this car's all numbers matching, it's worth this much. Well, now it's a paycheck, and you ain't gonna want to drive it because somebody's gonna crash into your fucking paycheck. You know, you got a ratty car, you're gonna go out and do donuts in the snow, and nobody's gonna kill you, and you're gonna have fun.
I'd rather have a ratty Survivor than a clone. That's all done.
Yeah. I had a 70 Challenger at one time, and I had just painted it, and I took a friend, gave him a ride in it, and stopped at a place, and I was sitting in the car waiting for him, and I kid you not, this was like the next day. As I was sitting in the car, I heard this, and I was like, "What in the world?" And I looked behind me, and there was a cat on the back, by the back window. He had jumped up on the car, and when he did, he didn't make it all the way up the car. And it left these claw marks just right down the side of the car. And I was so mad. I'm like, are you kidding me? The next day. And I was, it's just, yeah, you get, the nicer they are, the more protective you become of them. But yet I've had this other car, paid like $300 for it, got it running. And I had more fun in that car than I did that nice Challenger that it was, you know.
I hope you nicknamed it Cat Scratch Fever.
Yeah, totally. But yeah.
But hey, guys, I got to bounce. I got to do stuff with the kids. So.
Yeah, I think Tony's getting ready to go live, isn't he?
Be live
Have
here
a
in
good
few
one,
minutes.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Everybody's gonna want to go see Uncle Tony anyway. Hell, I'm gonna watch Tony. So
I got to swing a blue wrench at people.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks everybody for everybody in chat. I just put this together because I was bored. So good to see you, Scott. And
Thanks. I'm glad I could make it real quick.
Likewise.
real quick, Tall John, what's your YouTube channel?
What's that?
Your YouTube channel. Tell everybody where to find you at.
Tall John Spun Shop, right there on my name.
Okay, Scott.
Yeah, same thing. Heavens Mopars on YouTube.
William.
Charger 33 Mopar on YouTube.
Blake.
You can find us on YouTube under Bad Tree Productions or on the other following social media sites of Facebook and Instagram.
You guys, that's how you're supposed to do it. And John, everybody knows where to find you.
Well, I'll
You're
just
like the ringleader
I'll
now.
plug something then. I'm going to have Mayor Rose Garage and Big Mike's Hoopty Barn live on my channel on Friday at 7 Central. And then the following Friday at 7 Central, which I think is February 25th, March 4th, I'll have Dallas on live, and we'll have some more No Name Nationals updates.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. We'll see y'all later. Go ahead and hit in.
Awesome.